What's going on, guys? Welcome to your hangover review for Chelsea versus Manchester City, or the other way around. It should be Manchester City Chelsea, but with the way that it went yesterday with a 3-1 victory, I can understand why I put it that way around. Obviously, winning 3-1 against Manchester City at Etihad or Eastlands or whatever you like to call it, at the Etihad, good day at the office. I'm joined by my lovely, lovely curly-haired friend, Mr. Lawrence Foscoli, my correspondent from Austria. How are you doing?
I'm great, mate. Obviously yesterday the victory. To be honest, me personally, I didn't expect it, especially in the fashion that we did play in the second half. Nathan Aki, our Chelsea agent, helping out today to give us a 3-point lead at the top of the table makes it even better.
Exactly. It's Nathan Aki obviously doing what he's clearly been sent to Bournemouth to do. Obviously, I reckon Conte might have gone down there and going quick comment, "Oi, can you do us a favour? Can you score tomorrow?" And he'd be like, "Yeah, all right, no worries, mate. I can do that. That's all right."
You know what position he played in today? Was it centre back, midfield? Do you know?
No idea. But safe to say,
anyone in the chat knows, can you let us know, please?
Suffice to say, I'll be watching Match of the Day tonight. Just have a little look at that. But huge victory for us. Let's go back to Chelsea. I'm going to be brutally honest here. We didn't deserve to win yesterday, but we did. So,
worked
out well.
I'm not sure if I agree with that, because obviously, yes, if you think of it in a time span of the game, and Aguero can't speak, De Bruyne made it 2-0, we probably wouldn't have won. But if you look at the chances we had in the second half, they were they had 5 shots on goal, we had 4. So it's not completely undeserved, in my opinion.
True. But, Luis could have been sent off, and there's a lot of stuff the referee didn't see. And there was some decisions from a neutral perspective, if you're going to look at it from that, which he should have given. However, he didn't, so he won. So I'm happy, which is good. 3 points clear at the top of the table. Bournemouth doing us another favour today. Absolutely buzzing. But before we carry on, we've got some very, very big news to share with you guys. So as some of you may know, it's very, very sad to see, because, they did always give us a boot at the backside, and they did give us some very, very stiff competition. It was always nice to look at their content, because it was some very good content as well. Chelsea Fans Channel seems to be not shutting down, but it seems to be going through a revamp. And obviously to Sophie, Rory, and Charlie, best of luck with whatever they're going to be doing. But, we now, I don't want to say we're going to be, well, we've got some great content coming. Let's just put it that way. Something really, really exciting stuff is in the woodworks, and we want you guys to help us get involved as well. Like we were saying, if you want anything for the channel, if you want any bits of content, just let us know. Just hit us up on social media, via our Facebook page, our Twitter, Instagram, or obviously Snapchat as well, if you want to give us anything there. But there is a surprise in store tomorrow, which you will see, and we can't wait to share that with you guys. But obviously for Rory, Sophie, and Charlie, very unfortunate for them. But honestly, best of luck with everything they do in the future, because they were some very, very good people, some really nice people, and I hope they do well in whatever they choose to do now. But back to the game. Loza, thoughts on the overall performance? Go on, fire away.
Well, if we go in chronological order, if I can, say the word, it didn't start off great. First half, City, even though it was sort of a lucky goal they did score with Gary Cahill's own goal, they definitely deserved to go into half-time with the lead. Even though it was only a 1-0 lead. Even though we did have that one huge chance where Eden Hazard just decided not to shoot at the empty net. I still don't know why he didn't, but, he didn't. But other than that, City scored an offside goal. They had a claim for a red card for David Luiz. They had a claim for a penalty, even though I don't think that was actually a penalty, but it was a close one. And, they did have a fair few chances when Dave blocked it pretty much, off the line in the 6-yard box anyway. So we did get a little bit fortunate until we got unfortunate with Gary Cahill sort of scoring a bit of a silly own goal. I mean, a lot of people have been saying, right, schoolboy error, you have to clear with your left foot. I wouldn't be that harsh on him, because I feel like sometimes your footing just doesn't let you always use the right foot at the exact time. Yes, he should have sorted his footing out before the ball came in, But it looks a lot easier in slow motion to everyone that says it's a schoolboy error. It looks a lot slower in slow motion, obviously, to get your footing right. It's not that easy when Navas puts a cross in to just clear it perfectly. Yes, he tried to clear with his right foot.
If he left that, it would have gone straight across and it would have gone into the back of the net because Aguero was right behind him. So he did do the best,
Yeah. Now, what the people have been saying is that he should have cleared it with his left foot because it goes up more away from goal than with his right foot. Even though, if he properly blocks it with his right foot, it goes away from goal just as much as it does with the left. But obviously, you can get a little bit of a swing on it with the left. And I do understand that. I do agree with that. But I wouldn't be as harsh on him because I think otherwise he had a decent game, being on the left channel of the three at the back, going against Navas, going against De Bruyne when Alonso wasn't there. It's difficult. And he's not the quickest. He's not the most agile compared to Kevin De Bruyne, especially. And I think he fared well. In the second half, obviously, first of all, we got lucky twice with De Bruyne hitting the bar from like 6 yards out. No idea how he did that. Maybe he's still in love with Chelsea and just didn't feel like scoring. And then he had that other chance where he was, 1-on-1 against Courtois. And Courtois pulled off a great save, to be fair.
Fantastic save.
And, but then, Diego Costa popped up with a, Fabregas turning back time, pretty much going back to that assist against Arsenal at home when he played an incredible over the top ball, and what a touch with his chest that was by Diego Costa. What a touch, and just pushing off Otamendi, making it 1-0, and then you could just clearly see the momentum shift. I think City had one decent chance for Aguero after that, another good save for Courtois, but other than that, it was mainly only us. They were obviously pushing, but because we were sitting back and defending really well, they didn't manage to create many chances after that. So then we made it 2-1. Great pass by Diego Costa, great finish by Willian, and obviously the 3-1 in the end was just a cherry on top, really.
Well, we're talking about the Costa goal. That was a very classic Costa goal, wasn't it? I mean, as soon as he got in the box, cut in, hits it. It was very, very, Costa-esque, to put it. And the link-up play was fantastic. Almost, you know what it reminded me of? And Jamie Redknapp brought it up on, because I wasn't there, unfortunately. I was very disappointed not to be there. He brought it up on the review afterwards when he was talking about it. He compared it to the goal which Fabregas and Costa linked up for against Arsenal 2 seasons ago. We won the league.
Oh, did I block up because I said that? Maybe I did block up.
Did you block up? Oh yeah,
maybe I did, because I said that. Anyway.
Yeah, but yeah, it was very classic. And then obviously that Willian goal, like you're saying, great goal as well. But anyway, it was good. I mean, if you look at the team, hadn't changed. Pedro, I don't know, did he pick up a knock?
I think he did. He did in the first half. Remember when he tracked back to clear the ball, and then sort of Aguero sort of accidentally stepped on his on his heel a little bit. Even though he carried on, he went off for like a few minutes to be treated. And from what it looked like to me, he just came on in the second half to sort of try it out, and then he brought Willian on. Even though I feel like in the game we were having, because even though we criticize Willian a little bit for slowing game down in the final third, what he's great at and much better at than Pedro is charging forward with the ball from defensive areas. That's what he does really well. And I think because we were sitting back a fair amount, maybe even without Pedro having an injury, that substitution, I think, and it actually also really did help. And just by the way, Leighton Baines just equalised against Manchester United 89th minute.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
It was a penalty as well.
Weekend. Who scored? Who scored the penalty?
Baines.
Fantasy football points for me, yeah. Yeah, but fantastic. This has been a good weekend. It's been a very good weekend.
Incredible.
It's been football-wise. It's been absolutely incredible.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. But yeah, obviously we've done that. I still think we were very lucky yesterday. But
you need to be lucky sometimes. We weren't playing, Sunderland. We were playing Manchester City away.
That's true. But
don't forget, only a few weeks ago beat Barcelona at that very ground.
That's very true. But I think the big problem City found, as well, they almost pulled an Everton where they tried to go like for like. They went 3-4-3 against us as well. And that's not a formation they usually play.
Yeah, they played it a few times, but not regularly.
Exactly. And the thing is, we know that formation now inside out. That's something which we're very capable at. We know what we're doing. We know how to move the ball around with it. It all works out fantastically in terms of that for us. And I mean, man for man, I think surely people would have learned now that you don't do that. If you want to go for man, you go what your strongest formation is. Biggest point for me was, and I've been saying it to you, Lawrence, some of you who've been around for a while may know this, Pep Guardiola is a sore loser, not a good manager in my opinion. The man is not cut out for the Premier League, and he'll be gone by the end of next season. I'm calling it now.
Yeah.
I'm calling it now. He was, very, very... He refused to shake a Chelsea player's hand. Why? Why?
Yeah, even Cesc Fabregas, who he worked with for years, I mean, that's just disgraceful.
It is disgraceful, and I'm not impressed by what happened with that. I think it's a very, very poor going from Pep Guardiola.
Yeah. He's always been a little bit like that, in my opinion, but
Yes, I agree. And I think it's now come to a league where, I'm sorry, Pep, it's not a walk in the park for you anymore. You haven't got one stiff competition. You've got 19 games you have to play. 19, well, not 38 games. 38 games, 19 different teams. And you know what? You don't like it, do you? You don't like that you can draw at home to Sunderland. You don't like you can draw at Middlesbrough. You don't like you lose to Chelsea. You don't like you lose to other teams. Get a grip, Pep. Welcome to the Premier League. And as soon as you start learning that, that's as soon as you will start picking up results. And that is when you'll get into that big bald head of yours, the so-called best manager in the world, that, you know what? You're not quite cut out for it.
No, I couldn't agree more. I really couldn't agree more. What we simply have to mention is how it obviously kicked off in the end. We have to talk about it. For anyone that hasn't seen it, it all started off with David Luiz slide tackling away the ball off Aguero. Aguero being simply frustrated, lifting his leg up, going up with with his stud pretty much directly in David Luiz's knee,
and wrapping his legs around him as well.
Yeah, that as well.
Could have broken his leg.
Pulling his second leg forward as well. So nasty tackle. And then obviously Nathan Chalobah, even though it was maybe a little bit silly, but just defending his teammate, pushing over Aguero, and then it all kicked off. Cesc Fabregas giving Fernandinho a little slap, and then Fernandinho, pretty much choking him, throwing him over the ad barrier, whatever you call it, pretty much into the fans. Even though, who said it? Someone on the Match of the Day said Fabregas made a little more of it than it was. Yeah, he didn't actually have to fall over that. He did have that a little bit, but he was definitely grabbed by the throat, and that doesn't change the fact that it's a red card.
That's true. He was trying to move away as well. He was trying to, at first, other than this, if he hadn't slapped him, he was trying to calm the situation down. Then he decided to slap him and be antagonistic.
Yeah. I think why he did slap him, even though that's wrong, he did, sort of try to get his attention from another player that he was sort of arguing with, and look at me, calm down, mate, kind of thing. What did it look like for me?
I wish I could say that, but I sincerely doubt that that's what he was doing there.
Yeah, that's not what Fabregas does.
Let's not try and defend our players when we know. But no,
someone we do have to defend. I've seen a clip. First of all, wait, it's kicking off. Why am I not here? Diego Costa running off the bench to running in there. But actually, when I saw like another clip, he was actually the one sort of trying to be a peacemaker. And I was like, what the fuck has Conte done to Diego Costa?
Costa this season has turned into a fantastic player.
Yeah, for 2 months, he's been on yellow cards, 4 yellow cards, and still hasn't picked up their 5th.
I'm so proud of Diego.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you, Diego.
Maybe it's his dog. Maybe his dog calms him down.
His dog? He has a dog? I didn't know he had a dog.
Have you not watched his Instagram story, mate? He's loving his dog, being in the pool with his dog.
Oh my God. I want to see this dog now. I'm going to go look at this now. Oh, let's have a look. Kind of like Instagram.
No, it's not a recent story. So probably just put up Diego Costa dog. You'll find it. Google images.
Instagram. Log in as Louis Beneventi. Come on.
I'm not sure if you posted a picture with it.
Diego Costa. La 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 la. La 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 la. Where's it? Oh! Look at the doggy! Oh, look at the dog.
The dog person came through in Mr. Louis Beneventi right now.
Look at the doggy! Oh, it's so cute! Look at Belisa! Oh, it's so cute! So cute and fluffy. Sorry. Yeah, so cute. It was really cute. Nice looking dog, that. Yeah.
Yeah. Be manly, mate.
I need to, go and have a kick-off, because I'm proper hard, proper man. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Anyway, it's just quite funny that he was trying to be a peacemaker instead of like, headbutting everyone.
that's true. Full time, Craig Dickens, Everton 1, Manchester United 1. We are officially top of the Premier League.
Is there no Monday Night Football?
Huh?
Is there no Monday Night Football?
Shut up! Don't ruin this for me.
Sorry. Yeah, what else is there really to talk about? Obviously, Aguero and Fernandinho saw a red card. Yeah, which maybe it's not even that great because they're going to be banned against Arsenal. But what I quickly want to ask you is, what did you make of the David Luiz challenge? Block or body check or whatever it was against Aguero. Did you think it was a red card?
It was a booking. I don't think it was a direct goal scoring opportunity personally for me.
For me, I think if he gives it a foul, it has to be a red card because he was the last man, and none of our defenders are catching Aguero.
It's the new rules, isn't it?
No, but it's only in the box though.
Well, no, I think with the new rules is unless it's a direct goal scoring opportunity, even if you're last man, it's a booking. So if it was right outside the box and David Luiz had brought him down, that was a red card. He was gone.
Right.
But it wasn't right outside the box.
I thought that was just in the box because they didn't want that three-way, punishment kind of thing, a red card, penalty, and obviously possibly being a goal down.
Exactly.
So but it was outside the box, so it wouldn't have been a penalty either way. So I'm not sure. Maybe I've got the rules wrong here, but that's the reason why I thought maybe is a red card.
You're gonna love this. Anthony Taylor he wasn't looking. He didn't see it.
Do you not think, because on Match of the Day they showed his whistler going at his mouth first of all, and then he had a look at his linesman, and then he took it away again. So it looked like he was going to blow the whistle. Had a look at his linesman, he's like, "Nah, mate." I mean, just what?
It'd be quite interesting. I think personally, referees should release their reports of games, and then people can understand why.
Just do an interview like every manager does. The manager doesn't always want to give an interview. A referee probably doesn't. Why not? Why not have him interview like Sky Sports or whatever?
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. It might be legalities that stop them doing that. But yeah, that's it. Anything else you want to talk about, Loza?
Well, not really. We took our chance as well that we had. As I said, 4 shots on goal and we scored 3. City had 5 and they didn't even score, a goal themselves. They needed Gary Cahill to score that. So, we scored 4 goals yesterday. But
happy days.
Happy days, yeah. Diego Costa being back, the sole leader of the goal scoring charts with 11 goals and also 5 assists, which, he's been part of 16 goals in the league so far, and that's most of any player in the top 5 leagues in Europe, which is like more than Messi, more than Ronaldo, more than Suarez, more than all of them lot. I think Aubameyang is second to him with 15 goals, or maybe he overtook him today, possibly because he's on 15 goals and I probably had a few assists. But anyway, yesterday he was top of that chart overall, top 5 leagues in Europe. So that is obviously great. Eden Hazard already on 8 as well. That's just 2 of Aguero. So we're just doing really well. Even though, as you said, we got a bit lucky yesterday. Well, you can't fault 8 league wins in a row. And you know what I've been thinking? If we win the league, we might as well send one to Arsenal, because if they didn't smash that 3-0, we probably would have never been doing that well now.
Yeah, it's going to be the only way they're going to get a Premier League in a few years, I think. To be fair to them, they're second in the league and they are performing very well.
Yeah, no, they are, but they're not winning it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's me being a bit cocky, but
I think I'm just proud of Ake damaging Liverpool's title aspirations, because every year is their year.
Liverpool. The only person I like about them is Klopp, but
Klopp's good, man. I like Klopp. Klopp's decent. But yeah, obviously Ake's performance was amazing. A lot of people are asking us about him. Iconic player and that. It's good.
Can again someone tell us what position he played in today? Does anyone know?
Centre back. They put centre back in the chat.
All right, okay.
Which is decent. Arthur Motta has just made a very good point when you're talking about linesmen. Linesmen are afraid to make main decisions, and I agree. I think there are some linesmen which don't allow. They just don't. You make a bad decision there. You need to make better decisions. And you need to be able to be there and go, right, that was wrong. Ref, mate, seriously, you made this mistake here. Come on, let's have a. This is what happened. Da, 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 da. I saw it. I had a better view. And referees need to be able to listen to the linesman. I think
The
that
thing
was
is,
bad.
he didn't have a better view though. Like the ref was not even 20 yards away, and the linesman was like 50 yards away.
Yeah, but the linesman was level with it, wasn't he?
Yeah, but you probably saw it better from behind. I feel like anyway. I don't know. It was just a combination of both fucking up, probably. But I'm happy about it. I'm not complaining. 30th minute being down to 10 men probably wouldn't have gone the way it did. So I'm happy. I don't mind.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true.
Quick question. Do you think if we had Jose Mourinho as a manager, do you think he would have been red carded?
I don't personally think it matters now anymore. I don't think it's really worth it. It's not a point.
No, not worth now. But like from the past, from the decisions we had against us when Jose was in charge. We didn't get a fair amount of penalties last season and the season before.
Yeah.
Not saying that it's only down to Mourinho, of course. It can't just be a normal mistake by a referee, of course.
That's potential. I don't know. It's all ifs and buts, isn't it?
Yeah.
Abish, we're going into questions now. Abhishek Kumar, sorry if I butchered your name, mate. This change that Conte has brought, is it a long-lasting change or just another wonderful season before it all goes wrong? What do you reckon?
Well, I don't think you can say just another wonderful season before it goes wrong, because the only time we've had that in the last 20 years was last season. So I don't think, when was before 2014, now 2015, 16, when was the last season it completely went wrong? So I don't think you can say we ever had one system that worked for a season and then didn't work anymore. I don't think you can say that. But it's a difficult question, that, because you can see more and more teams reverting to a 3-4-3. West Ham have been doing it a lot. Tottenham tried against Arsenal. City played it a few times. So we'll see if anyone else can sort it out. Because obviously Conte has a lot of experience with using that formation, and most other Premier League managers don't. So whether that it will work that as well next season, I don't know. But if Conte said in his post-match interview as well, City still have the best squad in the league. Whether we beat them or not, they still have the best squad in the league. And if you think about that, if we get our squad to the level of Manchester City, we could be even better. We could be a lot better. And quick other thing, pretty much the last thing I want to talk about. The last two games, Spurs and Man City, I could see why Marcos Alonso was 80 million and why no one has ever heard of him before. He wasn't terrible. Don't get me wrong. He wasn't terrible. But you could just see that he's not incredible going forward. He's not incredible defensively. Yes, fair enough, because Fabregas played and not Matic, who usually helps out Alonso a little bit if he gets sort of doubled up or is up against two people, and Fabregas doesn't and can't do that. It was a little bit more difficult for him because, let's be honest, he was up against Kevin De Bruyne and Jesus Navas on his own, pretty much, for the whole game. And it is difficult. But he still made a few stopping mistakes. When he played that back pass to Cahill and Cahill didn't see Aguero behind him. Yes, we're all blaming Cahill for it because he didn't see Aguero. But why does Alonso even make that pass?
That's true. I do think.
Why does he?
This is why, though. As great as that pass was by Fabregas to stay, I still wouldn't start him ahead of Matic right
now. No, of course not. And you can see why it's not working, but you can also see why it's good.
Exactly. The problem is on the ball, he's absolutely fantastic. No questions asked. I really think that if you give any ball to someone in the Premier League who would put a pass on a sixpence for you, you'd give it to Cesc Fabregas. However, when it's all the off the ball contentions, it's all the contentious decisions and the way that he plays off the ball, which is what is causing problems for us.
Even that he doesn't try. And I think he also puts in a fair amount of good tackles. He put in a good amount of sliding tackles. He's all right at it, considering what kind of player he is. He's not that bad. The thing is, he's just not quick enough to get in the right areas when he has to be there. That's the main thing. And the main thing isn't always intercepting a ball and making a tackle to get the ball back. The main thing is just to be there to intercept a passing line and stop someone to make a pass in a certain direction because you're there. And I think Fabregas can't offer that because he's not quick enough. That's, I think, the main problem.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. That's very true. But I think...
Have you got any other questions? One or two? If you've got any questions, just let us know. We're going to answer a few.
Ollie Adams with Kennedy to left wing back spot. This is one we spoke about a few times. Kennedy is back at Chelsea, isn't he?
No, but because he's injured, apparently.
He's
All the
injured.
loan players do their treatment or have their treatment at the club, at the parent club when they're injured.
All right, okay then. Well, if Eva was back, I think he
Yeah.
would sit. And I think I'd play him. If clearly Lawrence hates Marcus Alonso, I love him. I think
No.
he's great.
Don't get me wrong here. I don't hate Marcus Alonso. I'm just saying he's. How can I put it? He's a little bit like if we played. Finding it difficult to find a good. Say if we played Remy every week, he's not a terrible striker, but he's not Chelsea level. And he does a job, and he can score us important. Remy did score important goals for us, and Alonso has really good games for us. But I think there's better players in his position out there that we should look at, because there's not a lot of teams playing our system, so it will probably be a lot easier to get them in, because not a lot of big teams play the system that they would, they're suited for. So I think if we can bring in, like you want me to say properly, De Chilio.
I'm going to kill if you said the Skiglo again. I'm not going to lie.
But if we can bring someone like that, I think is on a higher level. I wouldn't bring in backup for Alonso. I would bring someone in to make Alonso backup. Me personally.
Like De Chilio.
Someone like him, yes.
Okay. Fair enough. Right. Okay. I'm just going to say one last thing before we go. I think this might be the last time you guys see me for about a month, potentially.
Can you please all hate him for going away? Like the little shit is going to Australia, having a.
I'm going to go and have a well-deserved holiday. Since I've literally not stopped at all for the past year and a bit. So I am very tired. So I'm going to go and get on a 24-hour plane.
And be jet lag for a week.
Jet lag for a week, fly to Australia, have a fantastic time out there, come back with a tan, obviously.
And have another jet lag for a week.
Have another jet lag for a week. But if any of you guys are watching from Melbourne, like the Melbourne Fans Club or anything, if you could get in touch with me at all, obviously my personal Twitter's there. So if you want to get in contact with me, that'd be great, because I would like to do some stuff with you guys at the Melbourne Fans Club if you feel like doing it. Because I will be in Melbourne. And same goes for guys in Sydney. If you're going to be in Sydney, please let me know if you're in Sydney, because it'll be great to watch some football with you guys. But yeah, I'm going to leave the channel in the capable hands of Lawrence and Sammy. Yeah, it's going to be a bit weird not doing fan cams and stuff for a month. It's nice. But anyway, we're going to sign off now. So that was your hangover review for Chelsea versus Manchester City. Fantastic result yesterday. Top of the league, 3 points clear. I haven't said anything negative today, so be happy with that. Obviously, follow us on all our social media, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. Links to Facebook are here. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Make sure you go and follow Lawrence on his Twitter, which is...
Here, Laos 1507. Follow me there. I haven't got a lot of followers, but
he hasn't got a lot of followers. Give him a cheeky little
I'd
follow.
appreciate a few more.
But yeah, I can see Robinson Marie Curie. I will be back. I'm not going to die. It's fine. I am coming to. I'm going to be back. I'm not running away.
Don't worry. I'll make him come back. If he doesn't come back, I'll kill him.
He will kill me. He'll come and find me. He knows where I live, so it's not good. But anyway, guys, like I said, follow us on all our social media. Subscribe to 100% Chelsea. All social media links are down in the description for Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. And we will see you guys very, very soon. Take care.